It is November 15th, 2016. I just put this stuff in about a year ago. And talk about mission accomplished. This is my side yard, and I wanted to create a butterfly garden. And I think, as you can see, there's a few butterflies. I'm excited to walk through here and show them all. This is a Vitex tree, and you can see that it's housing some moths. There's quite a few moths around there. Come over here in the Texas sage. I love how that silver frames up against the deep green. And then look at the butterflies here. Look at them on the Australian bottle brush. I had no idea that this was going to be such a good plant for butterflies, but you can see them just everywhere. I've never seen anything like this, and I haven't even planted the real butterfly plants yet. So right where I'm standing right now, this little front strip, right from here to here, is going to be a combination of mist flower and milkweed, which is going to bring in more butterflies than I have here, times 2. There's a black one there with purple on it. I don't even know what that is. There's a monarch. The monarchs are coming through. There's an orange one right there. There's a yellow one and a different type of orange one right there. It is really, there's a brown one, some sort of swallowtail. It's really amazing. I can hear them. I'm going to be quiet. Let's see if we can hear them. I can literally hear them fluttering. There's so many of them. That is crazy. The bees are all over the place, which is exactly what I want. The bottle brush is here to attract bees and butterflies. It's big red, and I wanted it up front and center. So coming over here, the coneflower. I have noticed a few things going to the coneflower, but most everything is going to the bottle brush, which is mission accomplished. Let me just check that out. Wow. And over here, the lantana. I'm super disappointed with this. Lantana is supposed to be this huge butterfly attractant, and compared to the other stuff I've got here, it hasn't bloomed, it hasn't performed. Now, all of these were taken from various parts of the yard. They were volunteers in other parts of the yard, so obviously there were seeds deposited. I put 7 of them here, combined 7 lantanas into this hedgerow. And it's only its first year. I'm going to give it 1 more year, but if it doesn't perform next year, then I'm cutting this all down. I'm very, very disappointed at this point. It should be I could have blooming stuff here. So, this is a red Esperanza that I have over here, and I have it here also because it's a red and it will bookend this. This is kind of on its way out. The Esperanzas are done blooming for the year, but you can see how big it got. I planted it from a 1-gallon pot. Next year I anticipate it getting even bigger. But wow, the butterflies. Come back here. See, there's some on the lantana. You can see there's some. But they're mostly these white moths. There's a monarch. They're mostly these white moths. No, it's not one of the white moths. Up here. Some fluttering around. That are on the lantanas, I've noticed. I have a lantana in the front yard, and the white moths are dominating it. Here, you can definitely see the monarchs are coming in. There's monarchs all over this bottle brush here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Wow. Even on the ground. I'm going to have to worry about stepping on them. They're everywhere. This bottle brush rocks. The Australian bottle brush did this in the spring, and it brought in only bees. The amount of butterflies here is staggering. I love it. Let's go to the front yard and see what we got. So here in the front yard, there's a few butterflies. This is more of a summer garden. The fall garden hasn't been put in yet. Parts of it have. And so, yeah, there's a few butterflies you can see. There's a monarch up there. Maybe a queen. That might be a queen. I don't know if that's a monarch. But mostly moths. And you can see, there's a bright white one. No clue what that guy is. He's pretty cool looking. I haven't seen that one before. And, also in the front yard, I've got esperanzas are done here. That's my esperanza. That thing's got to be 15 feet tall. It's incredible. Mexican mint marigold is attracting some stuff. And hopefully they're not attracted to my artichokes. These are artichokes. I've got 5 of them. There's one right here. And then a few broccoli in there too. So hopefully the butterflies are not laying eggs on my broccoli and artichokes. I'm sure they are. This is the only red that I have that's in bloom right now. I got to change that next year for the migration. But you can see this is the pineapple sage. This is a 1-year-old plant. It's 1 year this month. I bought it, 1 year ago. It was a 1 gallon. Or, actually, no, it was a 6-inch pot. I'm sorry, it was a really small plant. And now it's looking really good, pretty healthy. I've watered it twice this year. And you can see the butterflies it's bringing in, the red. They really do flock to the red. And everything else is just ancillary, but they really do seem to see the red first. And come over here, and here's this other lantana I was saying I have in the front yard. There's a lantana growing out from the bamboo muley. And you can see that there's stuff checking it out. Something just went up there, not a monarch, but some sort of orange guy. This was covered with moths. I guess it's anticlimactic. There's not a lot here now. This was covered with moths just a few days ago, those white moths, but now that red of the Australian bottlebrush seems to have gotten them all over there. That's all the butterflies I have in the garden right now, but this little section here is going to be all milkweed next year. This is full sun, though it doesn't look like it right now. It's because the angle of the sun, because we're in November, not July. But starting here and then up into here, I've got milkweed planted from seed here. And I'm going to put one more right there. So all right here, I'm going to have a big patch of milkweed for the monarchs and butterflies that come through every year. And we're also going to have some mist flower here, and mist flower over here, right up in here. I'm going to have 2 or 3 of them here. I've got to move this a little bit, and this is going to get big. So I'll probably have 2 mist flowers. Mist flower up front, 1 and 2. So this is just going to be a huge butterfly garden. Yep. Now this is the November butterflies. Oh look, they really like the stevia. Check that out. That is stevia flowers, and they're all over it. That's crazy. That's one plant, and there's 3 moths on it. Little white flowers. They kind of look like a mist flower. There goes another white moth too. Very interesting. All right. That's the butterfly garden. It's only 1 year old, 1.5 years old. I can't wait for it to be 3 years old.